Hello friends and welcome back, and yes, you're literally looking through the fence. I just wanted to bring you into the garden, tell you what I'm doing today. I am trying to cut off, I looked it up, could be mold and mildew, could be inconsistent watering, can also be a disease. We did get a lot of rain here, so I was cutting off a lot of the leaves. And it's official, my tripod is broken. Now I have to figure out how I'm getting another one. But let me show you. So I have some coffee grinds. I did put some coffee grinds. And it is a hot one. I was trying to get in that awkward spot to cut some beans. There's so many more to cut back there. And I got 2 cucumbers. But I freed up the bottom some more. And there's 2 baby eggplant. Eggplant. I got eggplant on the brain. I think I have an eggplant farm. Anyway, I have 2 extra cucumber plants right there, but I'm probably still going to start some more seed because, yeah, the spots are all over it. It said to remove all the yellow, so I did that. My borage that's back there, let me zoom in, and that's the neighbor's dog, sorry. I had to tie it to the fence so it doesn't flop over. I did that. And I put the smaller zucchini plants with cages over them, except for that one right there. Okay. And then I found this, which looks like something like a pepper plant. So I don't know. Trimmed up some marigolds. Found some, I think it smells like lemon basil. I thought I put more down here yesterday, but I put it near the eggplant. So yeah, it's itty bitty, but hopefully it will survive. I'm gonna pick that eggplant for sure today. Look at the tomatoes, they're doing phenomenal, and I have them extremely close. So borage, if you're not familiar with it, you can eat it. Some say it tastes like cucumbers. The flowers I use for tea. I've never actually eaten it. And you can also cut that down and have that as a living mulch around your plants. Just thought I would tell you that. And this debate that goes on about you can't transplant sunflowers is definitely fake news. I've been doing it. This is what the other borage looks like that I pulled out of that pot. I have one there. I might take the other one out of that pot and put it in the back part of the garden. So I did bring some seeds out, but oh my gosh, is that a breeze? It's like 97 degrees here and humid. So this is my awkward spot that I have to get in to pick more beans. So I got this much so far. Sorry if you're spinning around, that's just the name of the game. Broken tripod. And yeah, you could tell exactly where I was standing, and I'm not trying to stand on a pepper plant. So I'm gonna go in, try to get all the beans off of there, because the more you pick, the more you get, obviously. And I just don't have much room. I'm not trying to step on pepper plant, but there's more peppers there, and I'm not sure if they are long hots that I planted. Just not sure. But this is my space I have to deal with. Let me see if I could show you. Nope, this is a jalapeno. You can definitely see. So this is what I'm dealing with. I have to get in here, get in the back, and pick beans, and I'm taking off the yellow leaves, and I'm going to give this some of the rest of the coffee grinds right there. And yeah, I organized all this because it was over there because they're doing work, because they're going to extend their deck. But look, see the spots? I think it's got a disease. So that's unfortunate. But I'm going to take as many cucumbers off as possible. Going to let it keep doing its thing. I'm going to give it more fish emulsion because I didn't yesterday. Some coffee grinds. I'm going to water it down from the root, and hopefully that will help that. Let's see. So the story is, I had my basket over there the other night, and Thomas's dog went through the whole thing, all the way back there, and he was trying to get her to come over into the garden. I was like, I could barely fit in here. You don't belong in here. I mean, honestly, he's a big dude, and he's like a bull in a china shop. When he stepped on the basket, my tripod was folded on the ground, and it has a crack in it because I made him look at it. I didn't hear that he's going to replace it yet, so let's see if I can try to put you here. Try to see if I can keep it steady. Let's hope it doesn't turn off. But I'll pick a few more beans, like I figured I'd hop back on and pick some beans with you. These yellow leaves, I literally just take off and throw them over the fence, and they all go into a pile. But I don't have time to pick off the leaves right now because it's so hot. Can you see? Look at these beans. I haven't been able to get into the spot out here with all that terrible weather we had. So I'm just trying to pick as many beans as I can find so that this plant, I'll give it some fertilizer and hopefully it will be okay and it will reproduce some more beans. But I felt bad because I couldn't bring it along for any of the bean harvests. And these plants are weighed down. Like this one's way bigger than what it should be. Let me show you. This one here is huge. Let me make sure you're not zoomed in. Let's see. Okay. Now, what I should have done was brought the bowl a little bit closer. So let me get the bowl. Not that there's anywhere to really sit it. I'm going to try to sit it right there. Hold on to the tripod. And pick some more beans. Now this is square foot gardening beans because the garden's little, so even this is a little bit tight for my liking. And I think over there, again, where the cauliflower and broccoli was taken out of, I think that I am going to put Ford Swiss hook for the chickens, whole row of beans. Just what I'm thinking. Don't hold me to it until the time comes. But I did bring seeds out today and I just moistened that part of the ground. But I think they might have a mouse or something. I don't want it to eat my seeds. The rain kind of smashed some of these plants, but they should still be okay. It's just showing me it needs some definite fertilizer. And now that I turned on the camera, there's a slight breeze. I could have used that 30 minutes ago when I was literally dripping of sweat, and I don't even sweat. Never did. Okay. I'm trying to be careful of this eggplant. What I think I'm going to do is move this, try to put it over it. Don't know if that's going to work though because it's such a small area. Nah, it ain't going to work. Okay. I just have to hope that I don't lose my balance. I'm trying to get my footing. A lot of beans so far. I'm gonna move my bowl. I gotta watch my butt on the plants. Okay, I'm gonna put my bowl next to the sunflowers. And let me see, I'll lower you down. We're gonna keep picking. So yeah, you know, the side knob that'll keep your phone tight. This is a UB size, even though I need a bigger one. It is cracked. I showed it to him, showed him what he did, and he didn't even say. He did say, "Oh, I thought you had another one." I was like, "No, I don't." So far I'm not hearing he's going to replace it. Let's look in here. There we go. If they're really little, I'm leaving them, obviously. I'm trying to lift the plants up. Because sometimes the beans will hide from you. But this is something that was on my list to get done. Besides plant some more cucumber plants and fill that empty space in the garden. Okay, they're smaller. I saw some protruding through the fence. I think I might have gotten them. There's one. Two. Gorgeous, right? So, I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. And now I'm back out here earlier and now to try to get these beans done. So it's an extra thing off my list. And I heard Jean say yesterday with her daughter here, I don't even like cauliflower. Well, why did she have me plant it? I don't understand it. So I used Laura. You'll see it. Laura sent me something. And I'll explain. I was able to preserve that garlic. The cauliflower and the broccoli by sucking the air out. Let's just leave it at that. But let me hit pause for a second. So you know how I always try to give a tip? I know it's not always doable. Depends on your square footage. But look at that bean. But when I find dead leaves around the plant, I try to pick it up. I'm also trying to fluff these plants back up. And now you're in the beans. My life. So interesting. Hopefully that's flat. So yeah, I'm trying to refluff them up because we had severe thunder and lightning and torrential downpours. Well, we had a week of rain. I think I said that. I have some video footage. And then the following week, it was all thunder and lightning multiple times a day. So I feel like I'm behind in the garden. For me to garden in my pajamas to harvest my broccoli and cauliflower tells you I had a 30-minute window to get that all done. See? And then I just go around and pick up my piles. So, let's see if there's any more that I missed. And try to lift these up, lift them out. And you might be like, no. Why are you going to plant more beans? You have some in your green stalk. Well, that's a just in case because I love string beans. Love them. I ate a few jars over the winter time. And I just don't know about putting beets in. I just really don't because they say they like these things. And then when I get ready to cook it, they don't like it. And then I end up having to give it to Jay or give it to Debbie because they won't eat it. They'll just let it sit in the fridge and go bad. And then yesterday being 4th of July, I was going to make some macaroni salad. Mac and cheese. And I noticed my Italian cheese bag was gone, and I just used it the day before. Like, I opened it and I vacuum sealed the cheese, which you'll probably see that mail call. That's what Laura sent out. I turned around and the bag is gone. She literally threw it in the trash. So I have to talk to Jean today about that, because that's not cool at all. If you need room in your refrigerator, ask me to get a cooler and take it out until, you know, you go through your stuff. So I think that's like a 13 bag of cheese, $13. And I got 2 baggies for the freezer, and it left about a quarter to a half, and she threw it out. I thought to myself, I would never throw someone else's stuff out. So, okay, let me stand up and lean over and take a look at these back plants. Pull out any weeds while I'm in here. I'm just gonna have to make do with the tripod until he either gives me the money for another one, which I can't guarantee that he will, which I think is rude as hell. You stepped on it, you broke it, replace it. This tripod has been very good to me. I've had it. Exactly what you heard or what you did in here, because the heat's shutting my phone off. But I got all the beans and I went through underneath towards the celery to make sure there was no down leaves. So let me gingerly try to get out of here, and I will show you the beans. Look at that gloriousness. That is a lot of beans. I think I got them all. The only thing I have to check is just between the fence over there. But yeah, I'll have to go back and see where I left off. I'm pretty sure that's what I was talking about, or Thomas broke my tripod and hasn't offered to replace it. So yeah. So I have 2 piles out there I have to pick up. And I'm assuming they're going to end up having leftovers for dinner from the barbecue. But I'm thinking I might want to do some zucchini cakes and eggplant parm. I haven't had it all season. Certain things I just won't buy throughout the year until it's gardening season. And there is a Rosa Bianca, or that's an Oswald. Let me show you what that looks like. Just get you under. I'm just trying to aim it correctly. It's hard to see. See that? It's shaped differently. So yeah. That's a lot of beans. And there's 2 cucumbers. Look at how this one grew. And this is most likely a straight 8. So, strange thing is I washed a bunch and did a quickie video. And I thought, why quit now? You're going to be mad at yourself if you don't get all the beans picked. So I brought the bowl back out. Now I'll just have to rewash them. So yeah. And then that's the opening I was standing. And now back there, I could do some bush beans. I could do red beets. Can't do carrots in this garden. It's too rocky. Red beets. A row of bush beans, which would be easier to pick. I'll leave a space for my feet. And then maybe some Ford Hook Swiss Giant for the chickens. So, this is the day after 4th of July, and that is my garden pickings. It's a lot. I don't know if you get the full extent of the size of the bowl, but it is filled with beans except for 2 cucumbers. And those zucchinis are already getting big over there, so let me stick you in here in the shade. Maybe it won't shut off. I think this one in the back. Debbie asked me, why zucchini muffins? She's used to doing zucchini bread. And I said, because I want to quicken grab something to be able to eat. Thomas will be going away for a month. Maybe Jean would appreciate that because Mel has not been making any oatmeal bakes whatsoever for about a month now. So maybe she'll like them. Look at that. I hate when the top breaks off like that though, because then you have to, because then you have to use it faster. And if you remember my video yesterday, I told you to take scissors and go in and cut the stem off where that just broke. And now I'm looking for my scissors to see if I could find them. Okay, I found them. So I want to cut this off. So if you know, I have nasturtiums around my zucchini plants to try to help them this year. I think I heard it from Hugh, the English gardener. Oh yeah, this is in a weird spot. Let's see if I can snap it down with my finger. Don't think so, my friends. And I see a beetle bug. Let's see if I can get the scissors in here without damaging the plants. But I don't like to leave those stems on there. And this one is no good. That was a male that was dead. Try to get in here to get a better angle on this thing. You might be like, Mel, just leave it. I never leave it because you want more to grow in that spot. And if you're leaving a big chunk like this, that doesn't help the plant out any. Okay, this one looks pretty good. Let's check the rest of these zucchinis. Waiting for my phone to stop shutting down and overheating. I cut off some extra pieces that were on there. Ooh, honeybees. This one's broken, this nasturtium. But what you do is you start getting the nasturtium to vine in between your zucchini plants. So far, I don't want to talk too soon, but so far it has been working. And I have a couple little ones over there that I could dig up and plant it around these other ones, because so far so good. So pretty sure I saw it on Hugh's channel, and I thought, why not? Beats dealing with squash bugs, and I have been checking underneath the leaves, so I haven't seen anything yet, thank God. And that's where we're at. But this thing right here, I don't know if you could see it, if it flew off. It's some type of like hornet / bug, and it's like reddish. I heard it lays bugs. So you can see where I try to take the stems off if they don't break completely. All right, my friends, I think that's it for me as far as beans are concerned. There they are, day after 4th of July. Today's the 5th. And what else do I have to do? I'm going to try to plant some seeds. But it's got awful hot out here. And I want to put down these coffee grinds. So, seed planting, I'll see how my phone does, whether or not I bring you back to show you what I'm putting in that spot. A big part of me wants to just plant it in a cell count. I will do that with cucumbers. I'll plant them in a little cell. But beets, I do really good with beets planted in a cell tray. So, I don't know, I might go that route and do the giant Ford hook Swiss chard for the chickens, I guess the same way. So I will get, look, there's all the pieces I have to pick up. But yeah, I brought the seeds out, and like I said, I think this is peppers, and I have a tomato plant. So yeah, Just trying to get some work done on a really hot day out here in the garden. And I'm going to let that one go. We will see how many zucchinis I use up to make some zucchini muffins for a quickie breakfast. Oh, and one last tip for the zucchini. When you have to cut a stem and it has that hole, and you don't want the worm to get into it, take a piece of wood, like wood chip. You should always mulch your garden and stick it right where the hole would be. And that also is supposed to stop any of your cuttings that has an exposed hole. You can just push the mulch up against it or literally stick a piece of the mulch in it and the worm won't get in there. Okay, that's it for me today. I'm going to try to get this uploaded. And yeah, I will see y'all soon. Thanks for hanging out with me in this heat so I could pick some beans. But love you all. Do all that fun, good stuff that you do on YouTube. And I guess I'll see you again in the garden. Actually, I have some canning videos that I did that weekend they went away. I think it's been a week, no longer than 2 weeks. That weekend they went away. And I broke it into pieces instead of it being really, really long. But I'm definitely not a very good, is it called a cinematographer? I'm trying to get better with that. So I do have those videos I have to upload. And anything I do in the garden, I will be sure to bring you back with me. I just cut off a head on the marigold. I will bring you back. And now it's one of those, do I cut the eggplant? Do I not? I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it to tomorrow because it's most likely going to be leftovers tonight. But anyway, do all that fun, good stuff. Like, share, subscribe, put your notification bell on. And I, my friends, love you. And I will catch you on the next video. Hopefully you're getting to see, I mean, just how many beans are in here. It's crazy. But a blessing. Love you all. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, friends.